one of the taller peaks in Colorado. It's called the Uncompahgre. Better than 14,000 feet tall. That's the courthouse. Kind of a stately mountain called Courthouse Mountain. I think it's around 13,000. There's a nice little homestead down there. Anyway, it's about 2,000 feet down in the water. That's going to be the hike today. The trail's a little steep in places. Not real bad. I think it's classified as moderately strenuous. When you're coming down a trail and you see rocks that have been turned over like this, it's not always a clumsy hiker. Bear like to turn those rocks over to find grubs under them. So when you start seeing that, keep your eyes peeled and stay alert. Way over there, that's the Wetterhorn. That's where an old volcano used to stand. That's just the remnants of it now. But much of the ash that filled this area came out of that volcano right there. It's pretty much collapsed down now, but I think that's about a 13,000 foot peak over there. Looks like this tree is holding the trail pretty well. Hey, another bench. Must mean there's a good view from here. Yeah. It's a nice rock, kind of a totem pole. Hey, coming to you from Hermit's Rest Trail along the Black Canyon. It's a giant caldera. I'm kind of coming down into it. It's about a 2,000 foot drop over a 3-mile run. I'm thinking I'm about halfway down now. So looks like there's the Morrow Point Lake Dam. They've got the Gunnison dammed up, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. Really to help provide electricity to the area here. And more importantly probably is to provide water. Get a steady even flow to the farmers that are out on those mesas downstream of here. Every now and then when you're walking down the trail you come across some close-up rock. You got to be careful when you come around it because it might be a hollowed out den. You don't want to just come up on a mountain lion sitting there giving itself a sponge bath. Well, we finally made it down to the water at Hermit's Rest. I hadn't found a beach area yet, but I'm going to look back to the west. Well, this is not exactly the sandy beach I was hoping I might find, but finally got down to the water. Let's see how cold it is. Oh yeah. Woo. Yeah, sir. I'd say that's probably around 40 degrees if I had to guess. A nice walking stick. Driftwood down at the bottom there. I think I may need it getting back out of here. Hey, I wanted to take a minute to share with you some of the gear that I bring out on this trail. First off, I probably could do a better job, but I just have tennis shoes on. I'd like to have some lightweight hiking boots that give really good grip, some long pants, something to carry some, your car keys in or whatever, camera, long sleeve shirt, watch. You got to have a backpack to, store your stuff in, and then in case you get cold or something, an extra shirt. You want to dress in layers. It was really cold this morning. I like to bring plenty of water with me. Now, I usually drink about 1/3 on the way down and then reserve 2/3 for coming back out. I like to carry a knife with me. It's got some serration. A good lighter in case I get stuck overnight and have to build a fire. I like to have some snacks with me, trail mix, banana, fruit, whatever. In case I run into a testy bear or mountain lion or something. I don't want to get into a skirmish and I'll back away from them, but if they press their luck, I want to be able to make some loud noise or defend myself. Of course, you got to have a hat to protect your head from the sun. I've got a big old poncho. This is 4mm plastic. It's plenty enough to go well over my shoulders and down to my feet. And then I got some butterfly band-aids that'll pinch it at the sides to help protect me from the wind getting in. I also carry a rain jacket. And then I've got just something to keep me warm. Now this is a leather jacket here. And it'd be better if I had something a little bit lighter. because it's a heavy old jacket to carry back up the hill, but it was really working well for me this morning. And then you can usually pick yourself up a walking stick along the trail. This is cedar, I believe, and it's pretty light. And if I had to, I could use it, you know, to repel a mountain lion or a bear attack or something like that. At least let them think I had some kind of a weapon. So anyway, that's some of the gear that I have.
Ooh, lordy. This old trail seems a little steeper going back up than it did coming down.
You know, they say you really shouldn't hike alone, and I believe that's good advice. But Lori's still working, and she's usually my running buddy. So I decided I'd try this trail by myself. It's called Hermit Rest. And it's a Monday morning when I started, so I didn't really expect I'd see anybody else on the trail. So far I haven't. In fact, I didn't even pass a car when I was coming here, but you know, I guess you could run into a bear or mountain lion or maybe even a rattlesnake, get a hold of you out here. But I could think of worse ways to go. I think I'd rather perish out here than in a traffic accident on a freeway down in Houston, Texas, or get all shot up in south side of Chicago. So I decided I'd take my chances out here with Mother Nature. So far she's been pretty good to me. Some kind of little squirrel. Looks like he's taking in the view as well. I believe the National Park Service has like a little boat rides for $16, but you have to access it over on the, I think it's the north side of the canyon. I can't tell for sure because it's pretty far away, but that may be one of the Park Service's boats. They seat like 40 people. Pontoon boats. They kind of take you along and let you look around in the canyon. But I think you have to make reservations. You can't just hop on just anywhere, whenever kind of thing. They run a boat twice a day, I think.
That looks like a good place to rest up a bit. You can find a little shade there. Very nice rock formation. I believe I'm going to take a little rest. I'm almost back to the top. Probably a couple of 100 feet below the road. Vertical feet, that is. I never saw another soul this whole day. If you come out on a weekday, don't expect to see anybody. On a weekend, you might pass 2 or 3 different groups. But the clouds are starting to gather. It's early afternoon now. I got to get off of this trail because I know what can happen in the afternoon, sometimes in the early afternoon. You can get a squall that'll come through here with dang near freezing rain put on you. Howling gust winds. So I'm going to move on along. Alright, there's the trailhead. I'm just about back home now. I may beat these storm clouds gathering. I think I see some rain back over to the east towards Gunnison. I can hear a motorcycle going down the road over yonder, so a few 100 yards more and I'll be there. Yeah, that wind's picking up. I think I see some rain coming in from the east, so I better mosey along. It's see, I left originally from here at 8:30 and now it's 2:30. Or no, it'll be 2:30 here in about 20 minutes, so I don't know, what is that, like 6 hours? Whew. Quite a little haul. Alright, well, I'm going to leave my walking stick here in case anybody wants to use it. Come and get it.
Well, the storm clouds is gathering. I believe it's time to get on out of these mountains.